Hey everybody, I'm back another week. This week is Ranch Water Rio Red Grapefruit. And a little Gladys Knight and the Pips. And the Pips were very underrated. Oh nice, not too grapefruity. Very nice drink. So this week I had off from work, so I had a lot of dealings with the squirrels. But that's secondary. I went to get my yearly physical, and the doctor noticed that I checked off the box that said other. So he asked me, he goes, hey, Angry Mac, why'd you check off the box that said other? I said, come on, doc. He says, I've been treating you for over 30 years. Other seems to be pretty appropriate. So somebody agrees. My new box is other, and it should be yours. Doctor is a funny place. So I go there, and it's the same thing every year. You need to drink more water. You need to drink more water. Apparently, switching over to Tito's and seltzer and adding more water is not appropriate because the alcohol dehydrates me. So I'm going to have to figure a new way. Not sure this seltzer works either, but I'm giving it a good old try. If I drank any more water during the day, I would need to walk around with a catheter because I'd be going to the bathroom every 15 minutes instead of every 20 minutes. How much water are we supposed to drink? This water is overrated, and apparently it is a panacea for everything. It's insane. Just drink more water, all your ills will be cured. I don't know, man. I did see something funny. You know, you go to get your physical, and you know they do all these things. But I saw an ad that said testicular tanning available. Testicular. Who in their right mind is looking to get their testicles tanned? And in what situation are you showing off these tan testicles? Maybe a nudist colony? I'm not really sure why a man would need tan testicles. But if that's your thing, golden testicles for everybody. I'm just thinking that is really weird to me. That is not even stupid. That is just weird. Tan testicles. Can you believe? Speaking of testicles, true story, transgender woman goes to the gynecologist to get checked out. She doesn't tell the gynecologist, she's a new patient, that she's trans. So she goes there, and she had a rash on her testicles. Her testicles. Again, the pronoun her doesn't go with testicles. The testicles may be considered they or them, but she and testicles don't go together. She was so incensed that he wouldn't treat the rash on her testicles, she called the police. Once again, can we believe the science, or are we choosing the science to believe? If you have testicles, you shouldn't be going to the gynecologist. It is the wrong equipment. I'm just saying, be happy who you are and embrace it, but own it. But you can't avoid the reality of the situation, especially when it comes to medical treatment. Please, just keeping it real, man. I really don't understand. Oof, I'll start believing men can have babies when bulls start giving milk and roosters start laying eggs. Until then, men and their testicles should see a doctor for men, and women with their ovaries should see the gynecologist. Really, pretty basic stuff, man. Pretty basic stuff. Anyone watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial? Because it is riveting TV. It is better than any movie he's in. Johnny may have become my favorite actor because the attorney asked him, Johnny, is it true that at times you wake up and have a bottle of whiskey? And he said to Johnny Depp voice, well, isn't it happy hour anytime? I concur, it's happy hour anytime. You go, Johnny, and next time I have the morning whiskey, I'm going to say the same thing. Now, his ex-wife, Amber Heard, seems like a real mental patient. She cut off the tip of his finger by throwing a vodka bottle at him. She missed the first one, so she had to throw a second one, put up his hand. Her aim is really bad, but she got the tip of the finger. Good God, can you imagine this? This is insanity, but you need to watch because it is riveting TV. And then in Hollywood more, we have Will and Jada heading for a divorce. Who could have seen this coming? She has emasculated this man, sleeping with other men. Then she goes out, I didn't need him to defend me when he slapped Chris Smith. Then she went on TV talking about she didn't want to marry the guy in the first place. Here's a man who may need to see a gynecologist because he has no testicles. Did I just say that, man? No testicles? Science. It really is crazy. And then we have the world of celebrities. We have Alec Baldwin. They asked Alec Baldwin why he keeps having children. His response was simple. Not a big fan of Alec Baldwin as a human being, but the response was class. He goes, like to have sex. Can't blame a guy for that. Really, great answer. Another celebrity news this week, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson once said, social media has made people brave because they lack the ability to get punched in the face. Anybody didn't see it, somebody started taunting good old Mike, and Mike punched him in the face repeatedly. The guy is lucky he doesn't have, it wasn't in a coma. Why in your right mind would you start with a man as rageful and brutal as Mike Tyson? The guy has done all he could to become a great human being and keep out of trouble. Why would you poke the bear? Talk about the epitome of stupidity. That beats AOC and Kamala, who says nothing every time she opens her mouth. It's a bunch of word salad. It's absolutely insane. Now, read an op-ed about a man who just got married, and he said he married the only woman in the world who's never wrong. Which leads me to believe, 1, he's never dated. 2, he doesn't know any women. And 3, this is his first marriage. Can you imagine? The only woman in the world who's never been wrong. Got a few to introduce you to. Now, Whispering Joe went on stage the other day and gave a little whispering event talking about ghost guns and how ghost guns are bad. But then the interesting thing is when he was done, he turned around to shake somebody's hand and nobody was there. Maybe he believed he was actually talking about ghosts and was waiting for the return handshake. It was bizarre. The man has got... Somebody needs to call an elder attorney. This is elder abuse. Please, somebody help Joe. It's just pathetic at this point in time. I don't understand how when he was elected we went from Build Back Better to get ready for these food shortages. So we were building back better, now there's food shortages. Can you imagine? Worst president in history, and it continues to go downhill. You know what I'm concerned about? I'm all for reparations now. I want reparations from the fools who voted for Biden. That's who I want my reparations from. It's about time somebody give me back mine. You voted for Biden, I deserve reparations. Simple as that. Then we had good old Chuck Schumer here in New York. New York's a great place. Chuck Schumer compared the rising of Jesus the day before Easter to the appointment of the first female black Supreme Court judge. Yes, the rising of Jesus. What do we call a Jew who hates Christians? I don't know. Douchebag? Snowflake? Dumbass? There's no comparison. No comparison at all. Unbelievable. And then we have our governor. Governor Hochul. Governor Hochul, who appointed a black man as lieutenant governor strictly because he was black. She wanted the female vote and the black vote. The man right now is under investigation and is going to be indicted for bribery charges. How about we get back to just getting the best people? I don't care if they're white, black, green, orange, male, female, tall, short, fat, skinny. I don't care. Give me the best person qualified to do the job, and that's the person I want. Let's stop pandering to all the minorities and all the groups that we need votes from and get the best people. We deserve better. Yep, a little fired up today. Nobody's home. Have some quiet time. So I know I ruin that by getting loud and angry. Even by myself. It's an unbelievable talent I have. Another one. Tax day just came and gone. I hope you all paid your taxes because Ukraine needs it. We've given Ukraine billions and billions. I think we're up to like 17 billion to secure their border. But the last guy in office, Trump, could only get about 1.5 to secure ours. I think Ukraine may be the biggest money laundering country in the history of the world. Something is not right here. And Zelensky has time to go to all these outings and entertain all these people while fighting a war and wants $7 billion a month to maintain their economy. We better not give it. We have an economy here that's a little bit in shambles. I could use a bit of that. Why don't we spread the wealth around to some Americans? America should be first. Who I do feel bad for are the citizens of Ukraine who were caught as pawns in the game. Now, I know how it means to be a pawn. I've been used quite a bit in my life. I know it's hard to believe, but hey, that's the fact. I was probably drunk most of those times. Really is. It is crazy again with the police. Why are we always looking at what the police did wrong? 8-year-old goes into the store, steals a bag or two of chips. Owner calls the cops come. And there's video of them taking his kid, put him in the car, and he drove him home to the mom. Not the father, just the mom. But that was wrong. Shouldn't have did it. Apparently, they should have just let the kid go. Because in today's society, it's okay just to go in a store and steal something as long as it's under $1,000. What are we teaching these kids? But here's the interesting thing. There was no father. When I was about 10 years old, I was in Times Square stores. That's how old I am. And I stole a 3-pack of baseball cards and security got me. That's apparently when you weren't allowed to steal. Can you imagine that novelty? Brought me up to the security office and called my father. Yeah, right. He called my father, Big Webby. Damn, I wish he would have called the cops. It was not pleasant. The cops would have been a better experience. I may not have learned not to steal again. But hey, I wouldn't have taken that ass whipping, but the cops would have taken care of it. He's lucky there was no father there, and also unlucky there's no father there. Let's get the family unit back. And the other one, unarmed black man, again shot by the police. Sounds horrible, and I believe it. But however, let's stop resisting, running away, committing crimes, and trying to go after tasers. Why are we not looking at the problem before the consequence occurs? We're just looking at the consequence. Now, I don't know the exact details of the guy being shot, but can we just follow the law? I've said it many, many times. I am never going to be shot by a policeman because I don't break the law. My father whipped the law breaking out of me when I was 10. I'm done with it. Serenity Now, his mom from George Costanza's mom has passed away. Serenity Now, I'm trying to find my inner peace. Oh my God. Whew. Well, I told you I was home all week with the squirrels, and one of the squirrels told me I am still not his favorite father. I don't know how many questions I have about that, but I'm still not the guy. Texas, a wonderful place. I'd like to go to Texas, but there was a teacher in Texas who was in elementary school who accidentally showed her class porn. So many questions. What was she teaching? Why was there porn on in her class during the day? Really? Are we such degenerates that we need to watch porn at school? Can't you just watch it in the security of your own home? I mean, what is wrong with people? Nothing like a good porn, but you need to watch at school? Maybe you should seek some help because you may be a sex addict or a porn addict. It's insanity. It really is. I got 2 quick ones today. Dear Angry Mac, how do I manage job interview anxiety? I get the shakes, the sweats, and nervous. How can you help me? I don't know. Take an edible? Have a glass of whiskey before you go in? Relax, man. That's my word of advice. Relax. I'm not going to go imagine the dude or the woman in their underwear because that doesn't work. But I find a good shot of whiskey before you go in does help. You may want some gun before you go in. But here's the winner. Dear Angry Mac, I told my partner my ex was better in bed than he is. I thought I was going to help our sex life. Now, there is no enjoyment. How can I fix this? 1, you may be one of the dumbest people on the planet. You told your current man that the ex was better in bed and expected it to get better? This was your expectation? 1, you're so stupid that you would say this and tear the man down? You know how you make this better? You weren't helping. You know how you make this better? Go back to your ex. You need to start fresh. What is wrong with people? I'll tell you what's wrong. We're not telling everybody we love them enough. We're not being decent human beings enough. I know if you're watching me, you're probably a decent human being. And I know if you're watching me, you know the message every week is to find somebody you love and give them a hug and you tell them. You know the message is this is all nonsense. We live in a world of insanity, crazy, and as I say all the time, mass stupidity. But today, every day, find somebody you love. If they're there, give them a hug. But most of all, most important, powerful words in the world is I love you. Go tell them because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And this ranch water is pretty good. I'm pretty much almost done with it. Guys, have a great week. I love you all. Don't forget, tell somebody you love them. Cheers.